One well-known travel magazine asked people on social media why they travel. The answers were different, but three motives were repeated a few times: freedom, novelty, and reassessment of one's life. And for me, traveling is my job, which I love very much. In this, Akzer and I were lucky. We travel and work at the same time. In today's episode, we will continue our trip to northern and western parts of Kazakhstan. I hope our program will turn you into a true hunter for adventures. It's just very cold. I am overwhelmed with impressions. Energy is just bursting from me. The quality of domestic tourism in Kazakhstan leaves much to be desired. Having a high initial potential, we cannot establish the service and bring it to the level of foreign touristic destinations. Rawan Yeskali sees the solution to the problem in the creation of a finished touristic product. The country has adopted a program for the development of tourism in Kazakhstan. This program will be active until 2025. According to this program, by 2025 it is planned to increase the amount of tourists up to 8 to 9 million and more. However, if you don't build roads and improve service, then all this will remain only in plans. The infrastructure needs to be improved. I hope the problem will be solved soon, and Kazakhstan will become one of the most visited countries in the world. But for now, we continue to explore the sights of Lake Borovoe. The lake has several small bays. So in the northwestern bay there is a rocky island, Zhumbaktas, rising 20 meters above the water. Zhumbaktas can be seen from the shore, but in order to see it thoroughly, we decided to get to it by boat. Right now we are going to the legendary place. When they say Borovoe, Zhumbaktas immediately comes to mind. I have been to Borovoe only twice, but I never went to see Zhumbaktas. Therefore, I will share with you my feelings at the moment. Our guide said that Zhumbaktas is located in the very center of the Blue Bay and is a pile of weathered mattress-like granite layers. We are now approaching Zhumbaktas. There are different opinions about the shape of the rock. Some say that Zhumbaktas looks like a boat. Others say that the rock looks more like a beautiful girl with loose hair. In any case, no matter what the rock looks like, it is important to understand that Zhumbaktas is the beauty given to humanity by nature. We rode around Zhumbaktas on a boat, and as we moved, a miracle was happening before my eyes. Zhumbaktas appeared in the form of the Sphinx, a hunched-over old woman, and a young girl. I enjoy riddles, because behind every riddle there is always some interesting legend. There are various legends about the origin of this stone. The earliest of them says that in ancient times there was a rich man. He had sons and the only daughter.
Бай болған екен, оның ұлдары және жалғыз қызы болған екен. Қызы соншалықты сұлу, сұлулығына қарамастан ақылды, инабатты.
The daughter was beautiful. In addition to beauty, she was endowed with intelligence, was polite, and she was facile in everything she did. Then a young man came to their village. He was a wandering poet and musician.
Өлең де айтады, жаңағы әндетеді де, жалпы ортаның жаңағы...
Good fame preceded him. The moment they met, they fell in love. The girl's father, having learned about this, didn't give his parental blessing.
Содан қыздың әкесі оны естіп қойып, біліп қойып...
Problem is that the young man turned out to be a poor man. Although he was famous among people, he had nothing to pay for the bride. The lovers, having learned about the will of the girl's father, decided to elope. One night, they took a horse and left secretly from the village. Much time has passed. The father and his sons were looking for their daughter and sister everywhere. Meanwhile, the two lovers fled to the foothills of Borovoe and settled there. One day the girl's brothers found them, grabbed and killed the young man. Seeing the death of her lover, the girl prayed to God and begged him to take her too, turning her into a rock. The god heard her prayer and fulfilled the girl's wish. This is how, according to legend, Zhumbaktas rock appeared. I would like to especially note to not only foreign but also Kazakh tourists. There are beautiful legends everywhere, and one could collect all these legends, advertise them, turning into such a marketing tool. How to promote our resorts is an important issue, and there should be a systematic approach to it. Our column of photo frames in social networks advertises beautiful locations, and the more photos with the hashtag across the Kazakh Land there are, the more people will want to come to different corners of Kazakhstan. It would be a big mistake not to take a photo next to the Zhumbaktas rock. I would like to remind you about our competition. Come to Zhumbaktas, take a photo and post it on social networks with the hashtag across the Kazakh Land.
Фотоға түсіңіздер, және сол фотоны әлеуметтік желіге салыңыздар.
The weather here is, of course, not great. Well, enough about me and my photo. People came from afar for impressions, but they got into the cold. It's a shame. I decided to find out how their vacation is going. Unfortunately, the weather has let us down a little bit, but it does not upset us at all. It is great for us to relax here. We really enjoy it. This is our first excursion. We decided not to swim, and the beaches are closed for now. But we are on a water excursion. We had a great time. We lived in Kazakhstan our entire lives. This is our homeland. And to see Borovoe live is just a delight. Very impressive. What advice can you give to foreign tourists? I would advise foreign tourists, of course, to book their trip in advance. As I said before, we were just passing through, and today we were faced with this issue, with the fact that there is such a great choice of places to stay, business, economy and luxury. There is a lot to choose from. You can now book everything in advance. It's easy and simple. There is a lot to see and visit in Kazakhstan. We have a welcoming country. We are very delighted. That's what I'm talking about, real travelers, and they don't care about the weather. But it's one thing when it's cloudy and another when it's raining. The rain did not allow us to shoot on location, and we relocated to the building. We will see what kind of medical treatment. Resort is located near Lake Shotankol, 6 kilometers from the city of Shchuchensk. Any season is suitable for traveling here for recreational purposes because the resort operates all year round. The difference between this resort and others is that the water here has healing properties. So I decided to use this opportunity and taste the water. The healing properties of water are explained by the presence of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas. If you take radon baths, your blood pressure will normalize, your muscles, nerve and bone tissues will be restored. We asked the administrator what diseases of which organs are being treated at Zeleny Bor. We focus on 4 areas of treatment: the musculoskeletal system, the gastrointestinal tract, the respiratory system and the cardiovascular system. The resort specializes in physical rehabilitation. Some of the popular procedures are breathing exercises, dynamic exercises, body flex and water aerobics. Makava Askarovna, rehabilitation physician, noted that according to studies by Dutch scientists, Borovoe climate is a great place to recover from the coronavirus infection.
У нас помимо дыхательной гимнастики
In addition to breathing exercises, we have a good rehabilitation process after viral pneumonia, which is now the most popular. They said that the whole work is well organized, as well as the entire treatment process.
Вот они оценивают, что хорошо поставлена организованная работа вся, весь лечебный процесс.
Viral pneumonia is new in our time, so we are looking for the right ways of rehabilitation. Well, I think we found it, because the occupancy rates are high and there are many of those who want to come to us to improve their health.
И желающие приехать к нам оздоровиться очень много.
We walked through the treatment rooms and saw the level of equipment of the resort. We were shown a phyto barrel. It helps to decrease the level of stress and increase immunity. The session goes as follows. In a phyto barrel, a person breathes in essential oils, relaxes, then goes to the shower and finally drinks herbal tea. The next was the water treatment room. We saw the so-called charcoal shower and how the hydro massage is performed. It is useful for everyone who wants to get rid of cellulite. It treats depression. It is also prescribed for athletes to relax muscles after intense training. We were the last to visit the magnetotherapy room. A person lies down on a couch and the areas he feels pain in are exposed to low-frequency magnetic fields. If you have problems with the heart, abdominal area and musculoskeletal system, then you should definitely check this place out. I myself would not refuse to be treated here either. The equipment is modern and the staff is professional. The resort which we visited belongs to the recreational institutions of the middle price category, so any Kazakhstan resident can afford the services to improve his health or just take a break from the bustle of the city. Blogger Aliya Akmalisheva tried the whole range of services in Borovoe Resort, such as a salt mine, massage and water aerobics. What do resorts of Borovoe lack in order to become competitive? This is the question we asked Aliya. The only thing, of course, these post-Soviet resorts require some upkeep. They need to be brought to more modern, proper form. And then I think this pearl will enjoy the next boom in spa treatment. In general, I believe it makes sense to position Borovoe as a place where you can enjoy just long walks in the fresh air. You come here to enjoy it in a pine forest, where you can breathe phytoncides and undergo recovery. This is a good detox from the internet.
И лечение на воздухе. То есть ты пришел, просто гуляешь по бору сосновому, дышишь фитонцидами и проходишь оздоровление. Это хороший детокс от интернета.
From social networks, you can pick mushrooms, berries, just a walk that will delight the eyes. I agree with a fellow blogger that nature is the main healer. I will continue to contemplate the beauties of Borovoe, and you will be transported to Aktau, to Adilet. Aktau is a city on the Caspian coast, and it is not surprising that most of the attractions here are connected with the sea. We have already seen the lighthouse on the roof in the 4th micro-district, and now I want to show you a monument, Columbus's Carvel, Santa Maria. At the mention of the words sea and Columbus, the famous ship on which Columbus discovered America, Santa Maria, immediately comes to mind. There is a monument to the ship on the central square of Aktau. The creators of the project, Almaty sculptor Yadiger Rakhmadiev and the architect Kazbek Zherilgapov, were asked by many why a caravel, since ships were never built in Aktau. As an option, it was suggested to cast a model of a yacht or a fishing boat from bronze. The authors of the monument argued their position by the fact that the caravel symbolizes the spirit of the pioneers and striving forward. The height of the monument is 11.8 meters and the total weight is 150 tons. If such a juggernaut falls, no one will be happy. The caravel itself is cast in bronze and covered with patina to create the effect of antiquity. The pedestal is made of curting granite. The caravel was made at the piston plant in Almaty, and Aktau company was engaged in the installation. In total, 40 craftsmen work on the monument. A ship bell, Rinda, is installed on the monument. When the wind in Aktau reaches more than 20 meters per second, it rains. It is a pity that there is no wind today. The monument was erected in 2003, when Balat Polimbetov was the mayor of Mangistau region. It was his idea to install the bell. This way the caravel found its voice. But the direction of movement to the port was suggested by Aktau mayor Serik Ospanov. The ship with all its attributes, an anchor, the inscription Aktau, 5 sails with images of the sun, seagulls, stars, comets and swans has become a real symbol of the city. And we have to go. A cool way of spending our leisure time is waiting. Stay with us. Our tour operator in Aktau and Mangistau, Yulia Fedotova, has prepared an excellent route. We are still at the beginning of the journey. Further on, it will only get cooler. Her idea to take an air ride in Aktau on a hang glider seemed unrealizable to us, but Yulia organized everything. And now, I'm getting ready to fly. Before the flight, they put all the appropriate equipment and introduced me to safety procedures. Will you put it on me? Please tell us about safety precautions. Adilat, please check your pockets. You shouldn't have anything on you. No keys, coins or a lighter. There is nothing in my pockets. Okay, there is nothing. Now I will put shoes on you, okay? Is your watch locked? Yes. Now I will put on a comforter on you. Then I will put on a safety helmet. Then we will go to the plane. Please, hold the helmet. The comforter is needed in order for the helmet to be worn as convenient as possible, and so you could easily take it off.
Подшлемник нужен, чтобы шлем одевался удобнее и удобно снимался. Plus,
it is hygienic safety. We always treat our helmets with an antiseptic. So, oops, now I'll help you. That's all.
Сейчас я вам помогу. Вот, все.
Excellent. Everything is well. Does it sit right? Yes. Good. The helmet has a button here. You can lower the visor. You see, there is a glass and then it goes away. It protects from the sun. Ready? You have nothing with you, right? We can go through. Hand gliding does not require any special skills and abilities, and the flight will be carried out in tandem with an experienced pilot. I asked our instructor to tell us about another type of hang glider, a motor hang glider. A motor hang glider is an ultralight aircraft with many purposes. This particular aircraft is used for sightseeing, demonstration flights to show you the achievements of aviation. Its speed is low, the same of a motorbike, roughly somewhere around 65 to 70 kilometers per hour. The aircraft is safe. It has a frame, as you can see. It consists of pipes, and the wing itself inside also consists of pipes, covered with a special fabric, which creates an aerodynamic profile. The design is very simple and reliable. Let me put it on you.
Специальной тканью, которая создает аэродинамический профиль. Конструкция очень простая и надежная.
Wow, cool! When you are told such details, you immediately understand that there are professionals nearby and you should not be afraid. Now we will use a hang glider. This is the second name of a motor hang glider for an air ride, and it is also a very useful thing for farmers. From this device, it is easy to spray fields with chemical fertilizers. You can put your left foot here. If there is enough height, we immediately throw the right one. The main thing is to fit in. The legs are too long.
Давайте я посмотрю. Вам. Так, теперь давайте застегню привязные ремни.
Now let's fasten the harness. We have both shoulder and waist harnesses.
Так и поясные. Так, позвольте.
Follow all safety instructions. It is very important not to unfasten the belt during the flight. This is the main governing body. It allows you to deflect the wing plane to one side or the other. The control system of this aircraft is called balancing. Therefore, it is strictly forbidden to take these pipes. You can hold onto these side tubes or the straps. After visual inspection, pre-flight inspection of the aircraft, we will start the engine and fly.
После визуального осмотра, предполетного осмотра воздушного судна, мы запустим двигатель и полетим.
The cart of the hang glider which I have just climbed on has a landing gear. This makes the takeoff process much easier. Now we will accelerate and take off. If we draw an analogy, then a hang glider is an air motorcycle. There is no cockpit here, so you feel everything firsthand. It seems that you're really floating in the air. It's good that I have a helmet. It's not very comfortable without it because the wind blows in your face quite actively. I am lucky that I am not a pilot. I don't know if I would have the strength to fly a glider in such a wind. I managed to get scared during the flight. I was also relaxed and I admired everything I saw, while my pilot kept his cool. Flying over the sea is, of course, an unforgettable experience. After the hang glider flight, it's hard to convey emotions in words. Energy boils within me. If you come to Aktau, be sure to try hang gliding. By the way, let's find out how Akzer is doing. Where should a tourist go after visiting natural locations? To the market, of course. We're in the market right now. Here we can see and taste what it has to offer and then buy what we liked. The bazaar in Borovoe is a place of attraction for all visitors. There is a special atmosphere of comfort here. And also this place got a special place in my soul because there are a lot of fish here. Like in my native village in the Aral Sea region. I finally got to the fish department. It's a fish paradise here. I'm from the Aral Sea. I was born in the sea, so there is a special attitude towards fish. Hello, how much is this fish? 1,500, 1,000, 250, 300, 400, 500, 600. This is smoked fish.
Иісі деген енді свежий, прям тап-таза. Қазір отырып осы жерде істеп жей беруге
The
болады.
smell is gorgeous. It's fresh. You can eat it right here. I will buy it.
Сен де жейсің ба?
Dima, what should we do? Would you like a fish? Okay, I'll take it for the whole crew and myself. Dima, you'll eat a small fish and Akzer will eat a big one. And let this be a gift. How much will it cost? 2,300.
Все. Аха.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Сау болыңыз.
Our director found a live crawfish on the counter and scared me with it. I'm afraid of live crawfish, but boiled, they taste great. I really recommend it. Another product that Borovoe is famous for is sea buckthorn juice. It is rich in vitamins and is great when you have a cough. Another delicious antitussive agent is right there. We know that Borovoe is rich in fish and honey. Since I like to eat, I like fish, drink tea with honey, I decided to visit the honey store. There are many types of it here. Which one to buy?
Алсам ба деп ойлап жатырмын.
There are inedible goods on Borovoe market as well. If you want to bring something to your friends and family from the trip, you need to linger at the gift shop. Mugs, fridge magnets, beads. So many things to choose from. There are many different superstitions. According to the seller, if you hang a broom on the door, it will save you from the evil eye.
Ден сақтайтын сыпыртқыны ауызға аледі екен.
Such things protect from slender and the evil eye. Kazakhs are people who believe in signs, so buy it and hang it at home.
Қазақта ырымға сеніп қалған халық қой, сондықтан үйге апарып іліп қоюға да болады.
Each visit to Borovoe is a great event for me. Each time I learn a new facet of this amazing place. And I am not alone.
Боровое у нас в Казахстане называют Швейцарией казахстанской.
In Kazakhstan, they call Borovoe Switzerland of Kazakhstan. In fact, this is a unique, very beautiful natural place. I was most impressed by the lakes. They are clean. The water is cold. There is lots of fish. They have crawfish, which is an indicator that the water is pure. Well, this combination of many lakes and picturesque mountains certainly gives Borovoe a special charm.
Оно, конечно, придает Боровому, особую прелесть.
What was interesting about today's episode? I saw with my own eyes such a device as a motor hang glider and flew on it, and also plunged into the history of the creation of the monument Columbus Carvel Santa Maria. I looked at the Zhumbaktas rock from all possible angles on the boat, learned from doctors about such procedures as Charcot's shower and magnetotherapy. Stay with us. There is so much we want to share with you.